Hey guys, what's up? Steven here from Team 5Ds, bringing you guys everyone's favorite kind of videos, people like ban list predictions. Now guys, I'm just going to be talking about a couple cards and why I think they should be hit, and why a couple shouldn't be hit, and my predictions on like the meta and how things are going to play out in the upcoming months. Now, basically, I feel like for my ban cards, I only have one, Snatch Steal. I really feel like it was a bad idea for them to bring the card back. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. The card's just really powerful. It's not. I mean, it's whatever. It's a really good card, and I love it so much. But I'm not gonna complain if they don't hit it. So, yeah. And then for unbanned, I have a couple like controversial cards and a couple of people things cards people are gonna be like, what? And like I have Stratos. He really can come back. I'm not a hero fanboy or anything. I don't really play them. I mean, they already have 3 Rhoda and they have 3 Ecall, but I feel like Shadows would give the deck a little bit more competitiveness. Heroes haven't really done too much. I mean, people out there are gonna be really good and do a lot of stuff in the meta, but they really haven't done much, to be completely honest. Shadows, that one had a hero, or you could only plus you only activate one of the 5. You could either add or you could do that, but yeah. I mean, he could definitely come back. Plus, no one's really going to be using Divine Wind. Tell me people have gone out of their way to make Divine Wind, the new, like the Master of Divine Wind, without him. I mean, I feel like he can come back to 1, and he really wouldn't affect the meta too much. Um, Next, I have Rescue Cat. Now you guys are gonna be like, why Rescue Cat? Come on, Steven. What the fuck are you thinking about? Well, to be honest, it's not that good as it used to be. Let me read its effect for you guys. You can send this face-up card to the graveyard to special summon 2 level 3 or lower beast type or monsters from your deck. Those monsters are destroyed during the end phase. Now, the fact that their effects aren't negated, and the fact that they effects aren't negated and stuff, and you probably like that's probably the only thing I probably have caution. No, why caution? That's not English. Um, Probably that's one of the reasons people don't wouldn't want wouldn't want this card to come back, because cards will get their effects. But to be honest, I feel like it wouldn't really help too many decks out. I feel like it would help raccoons and maybe like random synchro decks out, but like it's not really gonna it's not gonna affect the meta too much if it comes back. Um, it's a good card. Don't get me wrong, but like it'd help out raccoons, and I feel like that would probably be a good deck for them to help out. And I don't really play the deck, but it'd be cool to have Rescue Cat come back, because it come back to 1, because it really can, I believe. So at this point in the meta, I mean, it's you get 2. You either go for Naturia Beast or something like that, or Naturia Barkion, or you can go for like a synchro, or not a synchro. You can go for like an overlay. I mean, you can go into like the rank 2 like raccoon guy, or you can go to something else. Next for my other band card, I have unbanned card. I feel like Dragon Ravine can come back. Dragons as a whole aren't really uh like doing much. Same with Dragonities. I feel like Dragonities could really use this to help them out. For the I mean like it probably would I probably see some trouble with it once the new Red Eye stuff comes out. But like other than that, there's dragon decks aren't really anything to worry about. I mean, to be completely honest, dragon rulers are kind of dead. They're at 1 each, and even if they went to 2, they wouldn't really be doing much. So I feel like this card could definitely come back easily, easily. And then next, I have Super Poly to 1. Now this is one of the iffier ones. Super Poly and Pot of Greed are my 2 iffy ones. That well, actually, Rescue Cat too, because I don't know. But Super Poly, I feel like it was a bad idea for them to ban it. They preemptively hit it for heroes. Some people said Shadalls, but heroes is probably the better reason why they hit it. Shadalls also abused it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, Shadalls didn't. I'm a Shadall player. Shadalls like this card. But it really can come back to 1. I mean, it's a really good card, but I severely doubt that that'll come back to 1 this format. But I'm hoping it will. So that's my little bias there. And then my other little bias is right here, Pot of Greed. I feel like Pot of Greed can come back to 1. You guys are gonna say, "Shut the fuck up." No, don't even. But Pot of Greed, all it is it's a generic +1. That's really literally all it is. I mean, of course it would pump up Exodia, and no one really wants Exodia to be stronger or anything. But to be honest, a lot of lower tier decks, they really do need more consistency. They need stuff like that. And I feel like Pot of Greed at 1 would be a perfect card. Really, it's a generic +1. That's it. There's a lot more decks that could a lot of meta decks, don't get me wrong, would really abuse this, but it probably won't. But it'd be nice to have it come back for lower tier decks. um, Crush Card Virus with the new errata, they pretty much crippled the card. So I think it can come back. The new errata makes the card not really. I mean, it really does hurt the card. It really does hurt the card. It's not as good as it was, so it definitely can come back. Especially when it's getting its reprint a week before the ban list comes out with Gold Series. Now this is for my cards to one. Skarm, I feel like should go to one because just the continue like recycling of the deck. Like, I feel like Skarm's not really even the problem, but I feel like I have Skarm are just like generically hit one for Skarm. I have them there just because like what I said, but also I feel like if not Skarm, they should at least hit one Burning Abyss card, which they probably won't because it's like the TCG's a little bit like the TCG exclusive, so it's kind of obviously be like nah. But I was a little off track here. I was talking with a couple of my friends today at locals, and we were talking about how there's two more Malibranch left, and I have a feeling that they could both be like pendulums, and then the like boss monster they release with like the set would be like a fusion monster, because they might have the only thing they really haven't done yet. I mean, they've done ritual, they've done almost everything. He was like, that's besides the point. But I think they should just hit one Burning Abyss card. Even if they did, the deck wouldn't really be hurt too much. But I just have Skarm here just as the token card. Because there's so many really good cards in Burning Abyss that I really don't know what to hit, so we should just hit one of them. The deck's really not. I don't think the deck's really too much of a problem. I mean, there was a point where people were like, "Oh my god, this deck's tier 0," but it's really just a tier 1 deck. It's not anything. But they should just hit one card. Which they probably. I doubt they would even hit a card in it, to be honest. Skill drain to 1. Now, I saw a couple people's list that said skill drain banned. I don't think it really should be banned. I feel like 1 would be a good amount, but because who's really gonna run the card at 1? I mean, Cool Fort are really the first deck. Cool Fort and before them was like Malefics, which are like 2 decks that really got better with skill drain, but most decks like usually get hurt or unaffected by it, which are like TGs and Dark World, but like they like unaffected. Same with, but it really helps out decks like Cold Fort, Yang Zings and stuff. But really, I feel like the card it's time for it to get hit. It really is. And the next 2 cards, Manju and Preparation of Rites, are 2 cards which I know are probably gonna get hit because of Necklace. I feel like they wouldn't hit the main Necklace stuff yet, but I'm really angry because if they do hit these cards, I'm gonna be very sad because I want to make my Chaos Saphira deck, and it's not gonna be very consistent without triple preparation rights and triple Manju. So that's just the limited stuff. Now this is my semi-limited stuff. I think Rabbit can come back to 2. Well, probably I feel like it could even come back to 3, but I feel like they would test it out at 2 for a format before they put it to 3. So that's just like, because all it is, like, Dino Rabbit wouldn't really be too much of a problem nowadays. And then I feel like Thunder King should go to 2. I feel like they should probably put Thunder King to 2 and then not touch Manju and stuff, because Thunder King completely shuts down Necros, but that's none of my business. I really just think Thunder King could come to 2. I mean, he is kind of busted with, not busted, but he is really good. That his effect like to negate special summon or neither player can net cards. He's a walking mistake, but I feel like he can come to 2. Up next, Divine One of Mist Valley. I feel like this card should come to 2. Really, the only decks that would really use it are you have your Yasenju, you have your Harpies, and you have your, I forget what the deck is. I think it's Gen X or whatever. Not Gen X, no. Whatever deck, I forget what the deck is, but there's another deck that was originally Mist Valley, right? Mist Valley deck, yeah. Don't listen to me because I'm a fucking noob. But this is my ban list predictions. I feel like Why Not Magician can come to 2. Really, I think windups really need the support. I mean, they won't really be doing much anyway if this card went to 2. They're just windups. They're really not gonna be. I feel like even if the deck was at full power, like minus this, because this I'm iffy about this card even because it's generic. But I feel like they wouldn't be doing much. Same with like Insectors. Like I feel like they wouldn't be doing much compared to today's meta. But yep. And then for my other, already talked about like in sectors. I kind of briefly went over it. Like same reason why with Wind Up Magician. And next Torrential Tribute, I feel like they should either do Torrential Tribute or Compulse. Either or to two, I wouldn't really mind. Especially with the graveyard effects and then pendulum stuff. I feel like Torrential really wouldn't be making as big of a splash as it would. And just warn you guys, my ban list, my ban cards to come back was originally a lot bigger. I had to take out a couple cards that I thought that I know you guys would be angry about. And next is cards to 3, which is Grand Mole. I think Grand Mole is way too slow in this format for anybody to worry about it. BCRE can definitely come to 3, but you never know. Konami might just put it to 2 to test it out first, which is stupid because it's not going to do anything anyway. Dark Strike Fighter, the errata just completely ruins the card. It's not as good as it was. Goyo, if you're going to run 3 Goyo, more power to you, to be completely honest. I don't think today's actor deck space is so compact that there's no room for 3 Goyos. Hell, there's not even room for 2 Goyos. X Chaos Sorcerer. Konami's never really sure where they want to put him. He's like, he's been everywhere. He's been 3, 1, 0. He's been 3, 1, like everywhere. But I think he can come back to 3 and he wouldn't really affect the meta too much. Up next, Honest. It's really sad that when Honest with the 2, I thought Honest was going to be like, I thought Light Deck's going to be amazing and going to be doing great and stuff, but no. I mean, he helps the decks out, but most of the Teleknight builds don't even run Honest. If you went to 3, it's really sad to say that Honest can come back to 3. It's been a while since he's been at 3. I wasn't even playing when he was at 3. So, yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of scary to run into like a light deck because I'd be really afraid to attack. Like Boojins would be at full power at that point. I'd be really afraid to play Boojins, and Boojins kind of need the power. They need a little more power, to be honest, because they're not as good as they were. I mean, they're slowly dripping down, doing a lot worse than they used to. But I mean, they're still a solid deck. Don't get me wrong. I just went Honest at 2, but Honest at 3 really helps out light decks, which need a lot of help. Next, Ojama Trio. I feel like I can come back to 3. Ojama Trios, to be honest, like it's not as good as it was. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still clogs up your field. If you've ever been like Ojama locked, you're gonna know like the bad feeling you get when you can't normal summon a monster or anything. But I feel like if they weren't gonna hit any Burning Abyss cards or whatever, I feel like they should at least put Ojama Trio to 3 because, I mean, it's a good side against them, and plus no one's really gonna run it anyway. I mean, burn decks don't usually run it anymore. So I think it's definitely a safe card to come back to 3. And then finally, my last card to come to 3, the Gores. Really, Gores can come back to 3 safely. It really can. Because I was a little iffy last format, like a couple formats ago when I went to 2. But I feel like it could safely come to 3 now. Like, easily. And then the only thing that's keeping me from, like, the only thing that's keeping me, from putting this to, like, 1 is just the fact that it's generic. I mean, but I feel like it could definitely come back to 1, but I'm kind of still iffy because the generic part would be a... But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about my ban list predictions. Evans will be up in a couple days, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe any day soon. But let me know what you guys think about yours, about this, about what I think my ban list predictions are. Like, let me know what you guys think about mine, and then let me know what yours are down below too. Definitely, I'd be glad to see what you guys have because I'm really like excited to see this ban list. There's a lot of stuff they could really do to change the meta right now. And hopefully Konami just makes the right decisions. So until next time, guys, it's been Steven here from Team 5Ds. Deuces.